He knows the old guy in the field, he was giving Mason hell for not creating the proper shade for supper. Not parking at the right spot.
3 times.
But looks
The
like
old
they
guy.
got,
Whoa!
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Okay, maybe Normand's older than you.
Yeah, you can say that. The Norm. Well, I'm younger.
Look at the alkali in the beard there.
Look at my blonde whiskers here.
How was your first experience harvesting peas?
The start was rough a bit.
How come?
We didn't set we were kind of just going with the flow with the settings majorly. And then with the header, we had to adjust the belts and then just the draper speed for the canvas. And then it wasn't feeding properly. And then it was also with the height a bit because you have to shave pretty low with the peas. And then we were trying to find our 4.5 tilt because we were pushing a bit of dirt off the start. Then after we were pushing a bit because we went too far back, it would pick up a bit. So then we had to kind of set it just right. Then now we're good.
So you got the peas go right to the ground, because that's why you have to go be very low.
Yeah, but right now it's going good.
Is this your first time on the X9?
First time.
A little bit last year.
A little bit last year, but then full time. This first time being full time this year. So.
Status 120 assist, 120 stoked.
Okay. I thought so. It's a very good crop so far. Like last year we grew peas, and it was a weaker crop, but that was mostly due to a drought. And this year we've had great rain. We have the weather's been great too. After the rain, we've had lots of heat. Even in this field here, we did a pre-seed application of pre-seed burn-off of Roundup just to clean up the field, and then during in-crop application of Viper, and it kept the field really weed-free. Usually pea crops have a really hard time competing with weeds. And then we had an application of Reglone for desiccation, and it dried the crop right down. Now we're combining, and then it's 4 days after the spray. It's testing 15.7 at the elevator, and we're getting instant right now, bouncing between the hundreds and the 70 bushels an acre. So nothing to complain about there at all. Record-breaking yields in our books, and out of our neighbors too, I guess you could say. Nobody's really seen anything like this, for as far as I know, for pea yields. So yeah, it's the standability in the field's good too. It's not laying down. We didn't get hit with any showers, heavy hard showers, where it would make the crop lie down or anything like that. So combining at 3.5, 4 miles an hour in peas at 50 feet, 80 bushel an acre, it's pretty unheard of. So can't ask for better conditions than this.
August 24th, is that early for pea crop?
Pea crop, it's not early for it. Average is usually you're at the end of August. Most guys like to take it off as their first crop, so they have their pea concaves in the winter, and then they do a little swap over after the peas, and that's pretty common for your peas to be your first crop off.
You got the hauler, you're emptying here about every back and forth. You fill up the hopper. How big is a hopper?
The hopper is it's a 460 bushel hopper.
So final numbers will be in either tonight or tomorrow, but you did look up the world record on a pea crop, and what did you find?
The world record of a pea crop was in Ireland, and they averaged 77 bushel an acre. But there was some plots Ag in Motion did in Saskatchewan, and just to try out different fertilizers and stuff, and they were able to get a plot at 94 bushel an acre. But it doesn't really count as the highest yield because it was just a plot. But
so this would be hard after the fact to contact Guinness.
To contact Guinness, you'd have to weigh every single time the combine unloads, and every truck has to be weighed. So your harvesting efficiency would be down the drain, basically.
Interesting crop peas. I don't remember it when I was younger. What do they use peas for?
Peas are they're a really good source of protein. So a lot of the times they get processed and they end up in stuff like working out supplements such as protein powders, and also just a good source of protein for other foods too. They just an additive basically on good nutritional value.
So another question: why do you desiccate at night?
We're desiccating Regulon at night. It's a group 2 herbicide, and it's a contact, so there's no translocation at all in the plant. So you want the droplets to stay on the absorb to the plant. So you want to use a more finer droplet, get good coverage. But you need to spray at night, or it's ideally to spray at night or in a cloudy condition, because it binds to the xylem, which is a water uptake from the roots in a plant. So that's what it attacks, and it's activated by UV light. So you want to ideally do it at night and have sunny, high UV conditions the next day. So that's why we personally did it at night, and we had really good success with it. The field's all evenly nice and dry, and basically turned it to a crisp.
It's working out perfect, eh?
Yeah, working out ideally. Couldn't ask for anything better.